Ever thought about cashing out your annuity early? Like life throws a curveball and suddenly you need some extra cash, right? Well, today we're going to help you figure out if that's a good move for you. We're diving deep into annuities, and we've got some awesome insights from Diversified Insurance Brokers to help us along the way.
It's all about making informed decisions about your money, you know? And annuities, they can be great for long-term planning, but they can feel kind of tricky when you need cash fast.
Yeah, exactly. So first things first, is it even possible to cash out an annuity early?
Well, usually it is, yeah, but there's a bunch of stuff to think about before you do, like what kind of annuity you even have. There are qualified annuities that are often part of retirement plans like 401ks and IRAs, and then there are non-qualified annuities.
Okay, hold on. Can you give us a quick reminder about what those are again?
Sure, no problem. So think of it like this. You got two buckets of money, right? Your qualified annuity, that's like a bucket filled with money you set aside for retirement before taxes, right? Like before Uncle Sam takes his cut.
Right. Okay.
And a non-qualified annuity, that's like a bucket you fill with money after you've already paid taxes on it. And this difference is important because, well, taxes are a big deal when you cash out early.
Ugh, taxes. You always got to think about those, right? So what are we looking at tax-wise if we cash out early?
Okay, so for qualified annuities, the whole amount you take out early, it's all considered taxable income. And and if you're younger than 59 and a half, there might be an extra 10% penalty on top of that. So like imagine your qualified annuity is worth $100,000 and you cash out half before you're 59 and a half, you could be paying an extra 15 grand or more in taxes.
Wow, that's a lot. So non-qualified annuities, those don't get hit with the taxes as much, right?
Well, not exactly. Remember, you already paid taxes on the money you put into a non-qualified annuity, so you're not taxed on that again. But any earnings you've made, those are taxable if you take them out early.
Okay.
And here's the kicker. They use something called the LIFO rule, which is, well, it stands for last in, first out. Basically, they tax the money you earned most recently first.
Makes sense. So taxes are one thing to consider, but there's another cost to think about too, right? Like those surrender charges?
Yeah, you got it. Think of it kind of like a breakup fee. Like if you cash out early, you're breaking your contract with the insurance company, so they might charge you a fee. These surrender charges, they usually start around 7 to 10% in the first few years, and then they go down over time. It's kind of like the longer you wait, the less it costs to leave.
So how long are those surrender periods usually?
Most of the time, they're between 5 and 10 years. But, you know, every annuity contract is a little different, so you got to check yours to see exactly how long it is.
Definitely. Always read the fine print. But, okay, let's say cashing out early isn't the best option. What else can you do?
Well, there are a few other things to try. Some annuities let you withdraw like 10% each year without any penalty. That could be a good option if you just need a little bit of cash. Again, check your contract, though.
Right.
Another thing you could do is annuitize it. That basically turns your lump sum of money into a stream of payments, kind of like a pension.
Oh, okay. That could be helpful for some folks. And wasn't there one more option? Something about exchanges.
Oh, right. You're thinking of a 1035 exchange that lets you switch your money to a different annuity without having to pay taxes right away.
Gotcha. So we've covered a lot of ground here. What's the main thing our listeners should remember if they're trying to decide what to do with their annuity?
I'd say the big takeaway is that there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Think about your situation, how much money you need, those pesky fees and taxes, and your long-term goals. Cashing out early, it might be the right move sometimes, but not always. It really depends on your specific situation.
Exactly. The more you know, the better decisions you can make, right? But even if cashing out is the right choice, how can you use that money to reach your financial goals? There's a lot to think about there. Keep those brains working, listeners.